Once upon a time, in a magical forest lived a beautiful unicorn named Starshine. He had a glistening white coat and a long, rainbow-colored horn. Starshine loved frolicking through the forest and using his magic to make all the creatures happy. One sunny day, Starshine was prancing by the sparkling river when he heard cries for help. He raced towards the sound and found a little elf stuck in a bush, his tiny wings tangled in the branches. "Please help me, Starshine," the elf cried. Using his powerful horn, Starshine was able to gently free the little elf from the bush. "Thank you, Starshine," the elf said gratefully. "My name is Twinkle, and I want to be your friend." Starshine happily agreed, and they spent the rest of the day playing together. The next day, Starshine met up with his new friend Twinkle. "Let's have a race," said Twinkle. "We can race through the sky and see who is faster at flying." Starshine thought this was a wonderful idea. He had never tried flying before, but he flapped his wings as fast as he could. Twinkle zoomed ahead on his tiny beating wings. Starshine tried his hardest, but his wings could not lift him off the ground. He flopped over feeling very silly. "It's okay, Starshine," consoled Twinkle. "Not all unicorns can fly like elves." Starshine felt sad that he could not fly. The next day, the two friends were playing near the crystal caves. Starshine was demonstrating his magical powers to Twinkle by making colorful bubbles. He was having so much fun that he didn't notice the dark clouds rolling in. Suddenly, there was a huge clap of thunder. Starshine was startled and lost his footing near the edge of the cliff by the caves. He slipped and started falling down towards the rocky bottom. Just before he hit the ground, Twinkle zoomed in and grabbed him. Flapping his wings as hard as he could, Twinkle carried Starshine up and away from danger. Twinkle safely brought Starshine back onto solid ground. Starshine was very grateful that his friend has saved him. But he was also very sad, because during the fall, his beautiful horn had broken off. Without his horn, Starshine could no longer use his magic. The two friends hugged and cried together. Surely the situation seemed hopeless, for a unicorn's horn never grows back once broken. Starshine was in despair. How could he live in the forest without his magic? The next morning, Twinkle arrived and said he had an idea. He told Starshine about an ancient, mysterious unicorn who lived deep in the oldest part of the forest. Legend said she had tremendous magic, the most of any unicorn ever. Maybe she would know how to help Starshine. Starshine thought this was worth a try, so the two friends embarked on a journey together. The two traveled through the dense part of the forest, venturing into areas unknown. Vines and thorns tugged at their coats and wings. Strange cries echoed around them. But the friends kept on, determined to find the ancient unicorn. Finally, after what seemed like endless wandering, they stumbled into a clearing. A giant, gnarled tree stood in the center, its branches curling up towards the sky. Under the tree sat an enormous unicorn, her coat faded and gray with age. Her spiraling horn was chipped and weathered, but still glowing with magic. "Are you the ancient one?" Starshine asked in awe. "I am," replied the unicorn in a creaky, old voice. "I am Moonbeam, guardian of the forest for many millennia. No need to tell me your troubles, I know why you are here." Moonbeam nodded at Starshine's broken horn. "This is a grave matter indeed, for a unicorn's magic resides in their horn." Starshine began to cry. "Will I never get my magic back?" he sobbed. Moonbeam slowly lowered her horn to touch the jagged stump on Starshine's head where his horn had broken off. Her eyes glowed white and the air was filled with glittering specks of light. She spoke an incantation in a mystical language: "Heal this wound, make magic strong. Power lost, return again, right the wrong." As Moonbeam lifted her horn, Starshine suddenly felt a tingling, followed by a warm glow spreading down to the stub of his broken horn. Before his eyes, a new horn began sprouting and growing, twisting up to form a perfect, pearly spiral. Starshine cried out joyfully as he felt his magic coursing back into his body. He shot sparks of light from his renewed horn, then turned and created a magical rainbow for Twinkle. Twinkle danced with happiness for his friend. Starshine couldn't stop thanking Moonbeam for restoring his magic. But the ancient unicorn replied, "The magic was inside you all along, dear. It just needed a little help coming back out." Looking at the two beaming faces, she added gently, "And never forget the magic of love and friendship." Twinkle and Starshine promised they never would.